What is broken in the United States construction industry and how to fix it? I have a very thoughtful list of the things that we 100% need to move away from at the fastest speed possible. And currently I'm writing a book called Elevating Construction the Lean Way. And in about 4 or 5 months, you should be able to pick it up. But that's the to-dos. That's coming out. So I'll leave that for you as a challenge. And if you're watching this video 5 months from now, you should be able to pick that up on Amazon Kindle and Audible. But for now, I'm at least going to give you the things that we should stay away from. And this is very, very thoughtful. I want you to know. This comes from at least 14 years of continuous research into lean thinking. It comes from trainings, study trips, going to Japan with Paul Akers, literally traipsing around the world, finding the best technologies, visiting other countries. And I'm telling you, these things are hurting us massively in the US construction industry. And I hope this video goes viral. Please help me with that because we've got to move away from these things. So if you're interested in that, please stay with me on this video. I've got this list of 25 things that we've got to move away from fast. And if I get time, I'll cover 4 more, but at least 25 things. So I'm going to do this rapid fire, a little bit different than what I do in other videos, but these are the key things we need to stay away from. Number 1, grading people. You might be like, where did that come from? We're not talking about schools. I'm telling you, our schools are designed to send people to courthouses and then prisons. Like, we grade people, we demotivate people, we demotivate boys, we demotivate people with neurodivergence. We tell people, here's your grade, here's your label, live up to that. And most of the time people live down to that. And in construction, workers and foremen have been taught, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid because you didn't go to school, and it's not true, it's not right. We have no business destroying human beings, as W. Edwards Deming said, by grading them. In fact, my kids are in a school where we don't have the A through F. We literally have 1 through 4, have you learned the content for this year, and it's simply a progress tracker. We do not grade people. It destroys human beings. And if you want to learn more about it, read The Essential Deming, which talks about the works of Dr. W. Edwards Deming. Number 2, this concept of go figure things out. I'm only 44 at the recording of this video, but literally all of us old timers think we figured everything out. No, we didn't. We had people yelling at us, coaching us, training, telling us how to do things, working shoulder to shoulder. There's this concept, I'll just go figure it out like I did. Well, if I actually do an assessment of my life, I didn't have people telling me to go figure it out. In fact, when I went and figured it out, I was about to get fired. It was when Wes Crawford showed us the book Construction Surveying and Layout, was when I started to do well as a construction professional. Hire somebody and go figure it out is toxic in so many ways. We need to be working with people shoulder to shoulder, training them, helping them, supporting them, coaching them, buying them training, like asking them what they need. This figured out culture is toxic. Number 3, people are expendable. The ill-prompted person, Frederick Taylor, who wrote the book, The Theory of Scientific Management, which I couldn't even get all the way through it, that disgusting of a book, taught us to disrespect human beings and to treat them like resources. And literally, you will hear non-human caring people, meaning they don't care about humans or people or respect people on a fundamental level, making business decisions that treat people like numbers or like resources. We've got to start making decisions that actually enable people, support people, and respect people. CPM is one of the worst things actually for people because it increases work in progress, it pushes, it doesn't allow for buffers. It's one of the biggest disrespect systems in construction. We've got to move away from treating people like they're expendable. Number 4, toxic competition. Everybody's like, oh, we're going to compete and that's going to be the best for our free market capitalistic society. I love free market capitalism, but we do not get there by fighting all the time. Imagine if individual sports teams worked like our system in construction, where everybody's fighting and doing a whole bunch of lawsuits and trying to litigate things instead of cooperating. Toxic competition. Imagine a professional sports team where every player learned how to work with each other in a play or on a team by suing each other. You're never going to win a championship that way. Professional teams and organizations win through cooperation. Competition is fine, but I would say cooperation. Cooperate and compete. Don't toxically compete to destroy your competition. 5, pushing. We've got to get rid of it. Stop pushing. You can drive with trades, but don't push people. Most of our problems in construction come from pushing. Number 6, going rogue. Like this is the wild, wild west and we're cowboys. I've heard a lot, oh, you got to let the super run it their way. No, we do not. The superintendent and the trades have got to fit into the overall operating system for the general contractor and for the client as a cohesive team. Like Steve Yachts always says, one team, one vision. We've got to get rid of this lone wolf cowboy mentality. Number 7, trying to be right instead of finding out what's right. We've got all of these on mega projects, especially big personalities trying to prove a point and make a name for themselves, and sticking with things stubbornly instead of focusing on what's right. Number 8, hiding things behind a paywall for investors, meaning, oh, I figured out the drone deployment or 360 cameras or the scheduling software or whatever. Let's put that behind a paywall, increase the price to be 10 times what it should be so that one day I can sell to investors and get rich. Wrong, wrong, wrong. All we're hurting is ourselves in the industry because of greed and selfishness. We need to be providing things at the lowest overall total possible cost so that the industry can benefit from it. Number 9, hating diversity, being racist or sexist or not inclusive of other people. I know in the political climate that's out there in the US right now, that's not very popular, but it is a historical fact that the most diverse teams win. And we have got to, if we're going to sustain this industry, be more inclusive and provide healthy environments for everybody, not just the people who are typically there. Number 10, going on political campaigns within construction and using buzzwords instead of solving real problems, meaning trying to fight things out with ideology and instilling fear instead of saying, hey, we as a team will solve the problem. Number 11, and this is a big one, thinking that money and technology will solve our problems. It's not going to. We will solve our problems when we start doing things the lean way. Number 12, thinking that human beings deserve to suffer. And this is in any context, but it's like, oh, that person brought it upon themselves, or hey, if they didn't want to work out in the cold, they should have gone to college, or hey, I struggled when I was first in construction, so they should too. That's so toxic. We should be trying to figure out how we can make work better, safer, healthier for the body, and more enjoyable and more frictionless for everybody. Number 13, defaulting to arguing. Instead of solving problems, just default, I'm going to argue and be difficult because that's the attitude that I've been picking up from other job sites or that I was taught. We should go into things with a curious, open mind, again, so we can cooperate. Number 14, this is a big one, caring more about fame than service. You see this with influencers, you see this with companies, you see this with superintendents that are firefighter arsonists that care more about their own significance than serving and benefiting the team. That's got to go if we're going to make progress. Number 15, rebellion for the sake of rebellion. That's kind of a United States thing. Like instead of trying to fit in, instead of trying to not burden others, instead of trying to benefit the whole, we're just like, I'm just going to rebel just for the principle of the thing. Like it's, like we're back in the Revolutionary War or we're back in the Civil War times. We're just going to rebel just to rebel. No, we're not doing that. We are the United States, not the divided states. And we need to, in construction, start working together and stop bucking the norm or the best practices just for the sake of rebellion. Number 16, this is a big one that's going to be hard to hear. A lot of times people will say things that sound like they're proud to be ignorant or uneducated about things. We can no longer be like, I haven't read a book in 30 years, or I've been doing the same way 40 years, or I don't care about that stuff from Japan. Okay, or anywhere else. We should be proud to be educated, not proud to be ignorant. There's nothing about the United States that is proud to be ignorant. Number 17, bullying. Gotta go. There should be no hazing, no teasing other people, no making fun of people, no bullying on job sites. 100% respectful, professional all the time. Number 18, racism and sexism. We're done. Don't want to see anything else written on anything, nothing in the porta potties, nothing verbally said. We are better than that. 19, hatred for our neighbor countries, especially Mexico. Like we have got to stop this garbage. Where would our industry be without Mexico? Like we should honor, love, and respect them as our neighbors. People drool over having an alliance like we have in North America. We've got to stop having a hatred for other countries and utilize the genius of everyone in our allied North America. Number 20, and this is a big one, move away from punishment. We should never punish people, ever. Everything that we do should be out of respect for people. Whether it's sending somebody home or stopping a crew or why we have nice bathrooms, everything that we do on a job site should be out of respect and never punishment. Number 21, people will be proud of having calluses or bleeding hands or ripped clothing or hurt feet or bad knees or suffering shoulders or being overextended to where you injure your body. Why? Why don't we just get the right tools and figure it out? Working harder instead of smarter as a badge of honor has got to go. 22, greed, especially in companies, to where we stop hoarding money and we start investing in people and doing things that will benefit the industry and humanity as a whole, and focus less on money and profits that then restrict our ability to perform on job sites. Number 23, pandering fear, anger, and hate on job sites, crew to crew, job site to job site, competitor to competitor. We should not be making decisions out of fear, anger, or hate. And especially when we're dealing with workers, we should be focused on connection. Number 24, this is a big one. Stop underpaying our own people so that they will stop quitting, so that we can stop just hiring replacements at 3 or 4 times the cost. In construction today, you have to quit and go to a different construction company to get the proper raise. Construction companies should pay fair market value for their people and initiate raises instead of trying to pay them the least amount. It's totally toxic. And lastly, I saw a flag at Glamis, and it was a flag on a side-by-side, and it said "A-holes never die," but it was spelled out. And literally, we've got to stop incentivizing, promoting, and rewarding high-performing a-holes. We need leaders who are kind, connected, care about people, who are thorough, intelligent, and build amazing teams. High-performing a-holes have got to go. We would rather have somebody that's high trust, lower performance than somebody that is low trust, high performance. These are just 25 things. Here's what I hope from this video. You're probably like, that was rapid fire and you're going fast. I'm gonna put this in a Canva graphic for us. We have got to understand where we need to move away from and where we need to move to. I talk a lot about where we're moving to, but away from all of these 25 things will destroy your brain and bring out nothing but suffering for you and everybody on your job site. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Check out the downloads because I'll turn it into a blog post as well. And I hope you'll work with me to move away from these behaviors. On we go.